Now, this is why we have been fighting for local government autonomy all this while. Local government should have its own autonomy. They should have their own control over their finances, and their allocation should be sent directly from federal government to them. Although Tinubu hasn't yet complied on the Federal High Court judgment on that. But in essence, I'm saying that the local government should have their autonomy. The governor shouldn't have a right to ask for the local government bank statement and how they are spending their money or whatnot. Because Monday Okpabolo knows fully well that if he does not suspend this local government chairman, there will be no way he would have a right to, make sure that his people, his own people that he wants to be the local government chairman, are elected to office. This is just a gimmick to me. This is just a gimmick. This is just a strategy of him trying to put his own people there so that whenever he says that, okay, give me your financial account or, send me so amount, the chairman would have no option than to obey what the governor is saying. You all, before we delve right into the details of today's news, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe, like this video, also leave your opinions in the comment section below as well. Monday Okpabolo has received backlash and is under fire currently for suspending local government chairmen over 800 million monthly fund. The suspension of all 18 local government chairmen and their vice chairmen in Edo State has been tied to an alleged bid by the state governor to control an 800 million naira monthly special security and environmental fund. A leaked letter dated December 5, 2024, from the Ministry of Local Government, Community and Chieftaincy Affairs instructed that the November allocation of a fund should not be utilized until further directive from the governor. Critics claim the directive is the reason for the escalating conflict between the governor and the local councils. The timing of the suspensions has raised eyebrows, coming just days after the directive was issued. Legal experts argue that freezing local government funds contravenes a recent Supreme Court judgment affirming the financial autonomy of local government. This is a violation of constitutional rights and a clear overreach of authority. The Supreme Court ruling explicitly prohibits state interference in local government funds, one legal analyst commented. Tensions reportedly flared after the governor demanded detailed account statements from the council chairman, a move deemed unprecedented and legally questionable. When the chairman resisted, sources suggest the governor resorted to suspension as retaliation. Local governments rely on the 800 million naira monthly fund to support community policing, environmental projects, and other critical grassroots initiatives. The freeze on the funds has disrupted local operations, sparking fears of heightened insecurity in the state. Civil society leaders and legal observers have condemned the governor's actions, calling them a threat to local democracy. Freezing local accounts and removing elected officials sets a dangerous precedent. This is not about governance, it's about financial control, a civil society leader warned. You know that according to what we have read, state allocation is not even up to what all of the local governments in the states collect per month. They know that is where the money is. He knows that is where the money is. So all of these suspension and all of these things is just based off of the fact that he wants access to the money. He wants undeniable access to the money, and he knows that these present chairmen that are in office would not give him that access, which is why he retaliated by announcing their suspension. And besides, these are elected chairmen, government officials that we are talking about. You do not have a right as a governor to say you have suspended chairmen that are elected by the people. You do not have that right. I don't know. This is such an overreach, and it's not even up to like 3 months that he assumed office, and already is already making all of these wrong moves. Anyway, let's continue. Freezing council accounts and removing elected officials sets a dangerous precedent. This is not about governance, it's about financial control, a civil society leader warned. Under Nigeria's 1999 constitution and the Supreme Court ruling, local councils are recognized as an independent tier of government protected from arbitrary state interference. Observers argue the current situation undermines this autonomy and reflects a broader power struggle over public funds. This is just him struggling, to lay his hands on public funds and nothing more. This is nothing more. And it went even further, to inaugurate a committee to investigate this chairman. He's accusing them of insubordination and gross misconduct. And later on, we are going to see corruption allegation that they have embezzled money and all of those things. It is quite expected. Moving on, Edo State Governor Monday Okwabolo has set up a 7-man panel to investigate the suspended 18 local government chairmen and their deputies. The move comes after the Edo State House of Assembly suspended the council chairman and vice chairman for 2 months due to allegations of insubordination and gross misconduct. The panel, headed by Solomon Inohisen, with Osage Osabo as secretary, also includes Adeze Andrew Ewata, Patrick Idiake, Doreen Edowo, Eri Inoak, and Prince Kashim Afegbua as members. The suspension followed a petition by Governor Okwabolo accusing the council executives of refusing to submit their financial account statements to the State Asset Verification Committee. The governor had given the chairman 48 hours to submit the statement covering the period from September 4, 2023 to the present. The legislative leaders of the various local governments have been directed to take charge of the council's affairs in the interim. You all, what are your thoughts? Let's have them in the comments section below. Before we go, let's just take a look at a few reactions we got online. Henry says, you can see how devilish these APC governments are. They are not up to 3 months old in office. They are after the local government chairman. They have forgotten there is separation of powers. Is this how they are going to move Edo State forward? We sit down the look. Oh, imagine, it's not even up to 3 months in office, and yet he's going after local government election, local government money. He knows that is where the money is. He's going after their accounts to get money from them. And very soon now, you will see that he will say that the INEC should conduct elections so that he will be able to place those people who are going to be very gullible and obedient to him. Anything he says, they are going to follow. He will elect them into office, and that is it. You all, thank you very much for always listening and watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.